So I'm a field application scientist at bNovate, and my background is in water quality monitoring. In this role, I wear many different hats. I support customers through installation and commissioning. I help with technical issues. I train any new users, and I also dig into their data and help sort of make sense of that data. What I really try to do is to make sure that each customer feels confident that they are able to use the BactoSense. So that means understanding their specific application, troubleshooting any issues they run into, and making sure the instrument is giving them the insights that they need. Whether I'm helping, get someone started or reviewing trends in their data, working with them through a trial is what I do quite often. I always try to turn the results into something that's quite clear and useful, something that can actually act on. So I'm really passionate about using science and technology to solve real-world problems. One of the best parts of my jobs is to help customers figure out what's going on in their water system, especially when they've been in the dark for quite a while. Seeing them go from sort of uncertainty to really understanding what's happening in their process and being able to take control once they figure that out, that's super rewarding. At the end of the day, knowing that the work we're doing is actually helping to make drinking water safer or helping teams to manage their process or their systems a little bit better, that's a pretty great feeling for me. So we're not just here to drop off an instrument and walk away. We really focused on building strong relationships with our customers. At bNovate, we take the time to understand what customers actually need and what challenges they face, and how we can best support them through those challenges. It's not about just fixing the issues when they come up. We're involved in the whole journey. So we help set things up in the right way. We look at the long-term data together and make sure that the results are actually useful in the decisions that they need to make. The support we give on is quite hands-on, it's personal, and it comes from real-world experience in the field. A trial that I was part of, I supported this trial, which took place in the Netherlands, and it was part of this EU-funded To Drink project. It took place at a pilot plant where they were monitoring newly installed sand filters. There was 2 newly installed sand filters at this pilot plant. And I was involved pretty much from start to finish. So I was involved in planning the trip, making sure the instrument got delivered on time, helping with the installation, the commissioning, and then jumping in when we ran into an issue with flow. So I actually revisited the site shortly after installation due to this issue with flow. I made sure that the issue was fixed. We made a few adjustments. And at the same time, I also did sort of an initial data review with them, just to help them to better understand what we were seeing. And throughout the trial, I was also remotely monitoring everything through our BactoLink solution. Our BactoLink solution is kind of a remote GSM solution where we can monitor and look at the data. And whenever I was spotting anything interesting, any spikes or trends in the data, I'd get in touch with the team to talk through what might be causing it. So maybe it lined up with sort of changes in their process or some issues they were having. And this was great that we had this constant communication going throughout the process. At the end, I did a full data review with them. I helped put together a report that combined the BactoSense data as well as other process information that they had from their side. And out of this, they got a lot of value. So it really helped them to sort of understand the bacterial behavior throughout the trial and also within these filters. And now they're actually planning to install a BactoSense on the full-scale sand filter, which is great to see. So it's always really exciting when we do a project like this, and it doesn't just end in good results. It actually sort of opens up doors to deeper collaboration and expanded use of the BactoSense.